Hello, YouTube. This is Bash bringing you here for a draft recap of actually the MLP Season 9. We are actually Adaptability Division. This is a draft recap. We're actually using the new logo. I don't know if anybody saw the tweet I posted a while ago, but this is one of our new logos, the Nicki Minaj Sanda Kanda, that Sanda Kana don't want. No, I'm just messing, but um, yeah, so we got invited to season 9 MLP. Crypto and I both joined, by the way. So I'll keep that in mind. But this league is basically KHD's league. I don't know if you remember him, but we played him. We played him at least in UBC. I don't know if we ended up playing him in Crash, but um, he's a good battler. But he's the one who hits his league. There's a lot of divisions, and adaptability is the one we got put in, which is the top division. As there's the divisions go adaptability, download, trace, and then analytic, and then it has side divisions such as Iron Fist and Volt Absorb. But the one we got put in is adaptability, both of us, with a pretty solid roster. Apparently, they said the roster from this season actually like went up a lot for like difficulty wise. And we're gonna see, I guess, during the season. I guess this is also only a 7 week regular season, I believe it is. Yeah, and then there's playoffs afterwards. So, and this is also a points draft. A points draft. It's not post DLC, so things like there's no nasty plot torrentee. There's no that. That's not allowed in this league. Um, there are also no cut moves allowed. Um, so basically, um, no return, no frustration, no pursuit, signal beam, or hidden power. So that obviously alters the draft a lot, making things like Megalopony really, really bad, but making things like Scissor like bring it up a lot, honestly. To be honest, so that's something you need to keep in mind. Um, there's 12 teams in this season, and we ended up getting 10th pick out of 12, so we got a while to wait a little bit, um, and we were passing through the draft. But my main idea, what I wanted to do, was get Mega Scizor and maybe get Dracovish with it. That's the main idea I wanted with it. I thought Mega Scizor would fall to me, maybe, but it's the thing is like that thing is so insane now with no hidden power fire in it in the league, so I gotta keep that in mind. Um, that's what something. Those are the things that was the main goal I wanted, to be honest, for the team. I also considered, well, of course, Cinderace. Cinderace is insane in this, but um, because actually, so Cinderace is allowed to run Libero in this league, and Choice Band Libero Cinderace like two shots everything. It's insane, but yeah. We're gonna go through my draft and see what fell to me and what I built out of it, I guess, per se. So with the first pick at 10th pick, real quick, I wasn't sure where to go here. I was left with a couple options. I was looking at Mega Latios. I was looking at taking Dracovish here. I know I didn't get the um, what's it called, the Mega Scissor, but Dracovish is still good here. I was also looking at getting maybe Galarian Darm here. I wasn't sure what to take though at this point. I didn't want to take Landorus Eye. I already have that in a league currently, which I'm not actually uploading, I think, right now. I don't know if I ever will. We'll see though. But that's something I need to keep in mind. Um, but I ended up going with Megalodios. Now, Megalodios, 17 points, right? Very interesting mon. I kind of like it for like the amount of pressure and bulk it provides on the team. And then utility, it has a lot of coverage moves. Although it does not give us to go fire yet, which is an Orsier yet, but it still puts in a lot of work. It's so difficult to switch into. And it can be really bulky as well. So it has a lot of different options for sets. It can be D-Dance too in setup or Calm Mind as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Or it can be really defensive with like Toxic kind of shenanigans. So that's something I want to keep in mind. And with that, Galarian Darm actually got taken, which wasn't really what I wanted for my plan here. But what I was thinking maybe of getting was like getting something like Draco. Oh no, not Dracovish. I wasn't looking at Dracovish. I was looking. Was I looking at Infernape? I forgot what I was looking at exactly. Um, I was debating between a couple picks because somehow, some way, there's this mon still on the board, and I would never have used this mon before, and I thought I would never use it before because I'm just not careful. I'm just not confident in using it per se. Like it's not my playstyle, I guess per se. The mon I have next I picked. It's actually worth more than Mega Latias, which is even surprising, but it does add a huge weakness to my team. But I'll fix that later on. But that's just kind of like I was unsure about it, to be honest, coming into this pick, but I ended up grabbing anyway, just because it's kind of too good to pass up. And that's Aegislash. So now we do have a Dragon Steel Core right there. But something that did come up is that this causes a huge weakness to um, Ghost and Dark, right? My idea next was to grab Sylveon. I thought Sylveon was going to be amazing. Sylveon with this, Wish Pass into Aegislash, super good, honestly. And honestly wanted Sylveon with Mega Latios anyway, because I thought it would have worked really well. But JJ decided to take it from me, unfortunately. So we were left with trying to figure out, scramble what to do next for our pick. I didn't know, I wasn't sure what to do yet. So I decided to try to fix this weakness to Dark at least, and just grab this monster, this Pokemon monster actually, in Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr has a lot of things it could do. It can be really offensive. It can be defensive as well, but it's really difficult to take down with Drain Punch. And the coverage it gets to is absolutely unreal. Like Mach Punch, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, all the punches as well. Get Stone Edge, Earthquake, Facade. Facade with Flame War was scary too to switch into, and provides a really good answer and switch into Dark types honestly, for Mega Latios and Aegislash. So that's something I really wanted to keep in mind, and I think I really patched that this pick really helped patching it up. And like here also, I was also actually yeah, my bad. For the Aegislash pick, I was considering either I was considering Corviknight in that spot too, but Aegislash was too much to pass up. And then I started to go off haywire. And I don't know, like this is I decided to grab this mon to give me first of all speed, give me hazards because I currently do not have any hazards on my team. Not the hazards that you particularly see, like it's not Stealth Rocks. This mon doesn't have Stealth Rocks, but it does provide a sweeping option too. Since I have a lot of breakers, like all three of those mons, the first three picks are just breakers of teams. Like it just breaks. That's what it does. I mean, they have different. They can also run different roles, but of course, but they're really good breakers. So I decided to grab this Pokemon next. A nice sweeper, honestly. Uh, and can pressure it can pressure dark types too, offensively, very really well, really well offensively. And it pressures a lot of things that like want to switch on, like say like Mega Latios, like fairy types. It pressures those as well. Pressures the fairy types for Conkeldurr as well. Pressures psychic types for Conkeldurr. Like I said before, it pressures dark types. This is Scolipede. Scolipede now it is not allowed to run Baton Pass with speed, I believe is the rule, or I think it's not allowed to Baton Pass at all. I forgot what the rule is. There's definitely dry passing at least. Um, but Scolipede provides a lot of options for me. Gives me T spikes and spikes, which is really nice, I think, because it makes it even more difficult to switch into those 3 months in the beginning. It gives me a setup sweeper, so I can have these 3 months break and then this thing late game sweeper kind of thing, which could be. I did lose Z crystals, which is unfortunate because I would definitely have made this my Z crystal user, but oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. I think this provides a lot for my team at least. So hopefully, Scolipede can help sweep some games and set up hazards and stuff like that, and provide different roles in this team. Next, I decided to patch up the ghost weakness. Also, I wanted to say that also things that like want to switch in, that want to like pressure out Scolipede, I have ways to deal with it. So let's say Psychic. I have 2 mons, the first 2 mons, Latios and Aegislash to deal with it. Fire types, Latios deals with it. Um, Flying types, I got Aegislash right there. Am I missing any of them? Fire, Flying, um, Rock has Aegislash and Conkeldurr. I think that's it. Huh, okay. I can think of right now. Maybe I'm brain farting, but oh well. But next, I decided to patch up that ghost weakness because I did not have any ghost resist at the moment, and at my two top mons currently, like for my I guess like the way I drafted, Megalodus and Aegislash are weak to ghost and dark both, and I already patched the dark weakness I think pretty well. I'm gonna patch even better, but there's a ghost weakness right now. I think I should patch it up a little bit better, and that's why I picked up Umbreon. Now Umbreon, I want to wish with Aegislash. That's why I grabbed Umbreon as well. It gives me cleric support as well for burning toxic kind of stuff. And Concounter is also a really good status disorder, but that's besides the point. Umbreon provides a wish passing into Aegislash, which is really clutch, honestly, because think about what things I want to pressure Umbreon. Bug, Fighting, Fairy. Now, those three typings, you know what Aegislash does to them? It eats them for it eats them for breakfast. Come on, but those typings aren't really doing too much to Aegislash. So defensively, those two work pretty well together, honestly. So I hope that like this could provide a lot more support for my team. It forces a lot more, forces some prep for this because it's really difficult to just take down Umbreon. And combining with the fact that Aegislash's bulk as well, because Aegislash does have a good amount of bulk. Combining that with wish support is just really good for this team, I think. And Umbreon does get baton pass support, like momentum. So I really like that too to get things like Mega Latias in, things like Aegislash in, things like Conkeldurr and Scizor, not Scizor, Scolipede in for free. I really like that for my team. So that's something I wanted to keep in mind. Now, coming into this next pick, um, I was also looking at like all the bulky waters were gone at this point, pretty much, which is something to note. So I had to look around for those, but since I'm like so close to a wheel, these two picks came in like together almost. But like a lot of waters are gone, like bulky waters are gone at this point. A lot of the waters I wanted, to be honest. Um, and even like I also was considering Vaporeon too with the next pick as well, to give me even more wish support. But it was the guy who got skipped I think earlier came back and made the pick real quick before my pick I guess or something like that. No, no, never mind. Somebody he just came in right before the time, or something like that, or one of the mods left it for him. Oh, never mind. Um, wait, yeah, okay. So, coming into this pick, wait. Oh no, Umbreon was matched with this pick. Never mind. So what sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. Um, I ended up trying grabbing like a really good another breaker on my team, honestly. Um, and I love this one personally. Although it did lose a lot with no hidden power, uh, but it still has a lot of good coverage to hit teams. To be honest, and that is Thunderous Tarian. Now, Thunderous Tarian, oh my god, it hits so hard. I think it's based. What is it? 145, 145 special attack or something like that. Close to that or something like that. I'm just taking it off of my top of my head, so maybe it's wrong. But oh my god, it hits way too hard. Um, and I actually don't have enough to pressure ground types at the moment, but I'm on my way to that. Like my next pick will pressure ground types 100%. So that's something I wanted to keep in mind. Um, this thing is absolute breaker, and it can really good at setup as well. Let's see, it gets bulk up by the way. I just want to point that out. Nasty plot, agility, gets really good momentum. I love the momentum of my electric mons with U-turn. I love electric types, electric fast or strong electric types that get momentum in U-turn. Because that means I don't have to be forced to run Volt Switch, especially in a league where you can't run hidden powers. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Um, so Thunderous is a really good. I think Thunderous is a really good option for this team. It provides a lot of pressure on my opponents, and now it's going to be really difficult to defensively switch into my team at all. Like look at my team, um, like just looking at it offensively, like it's just straight up power, and it's just going to get even more powerful as you're going to see in the next pick, which I actually grabbed my water type. Um, Now this mon, wait, what was it? This was yeah. this mon, it's just because I didn't have the two typings. To be honest, I needed to finish my draft. Right, I needed. This is coming towards the end of the sort of. This is like halfway through the draft. And I need to figure out what I wanted to do for later. I know one thing I wanted was this one mon at one point, but I'll get that down to that later because I thought it was a value pick, like a really good value pick. But what I need right now, water, fairy, ground. I need those typings at least. At least. Um, I needed stealth walkers. I need stealth walkers. I currently have no stealth walkers on my team. I have I have removal. It's alright with removal, but I could get better removal. That's something I want to point out. Mega Latios, Conkelder, and Thunderous all get removal, but I don't really see myself running as much removal on them. I will if I need to, but I don't really see them as much as removal. So that's something to keep in mind. Um, so that's what I'm looking at right now. And I do believe I need another mon that's. I want another mon that's like base 115. No, base one. But base 118 or faster. Because looking at my team, it's kind of slow right now at the moment. I have a lot of breakers, but it's kind of slow with just Scolipede being the fastest mon right now. And that's with the speed. But of course, there's speed boost. But like, I wanted another faster mon on my team. So um, what I decided to grab with these next two picks is first of all, I wanted to complete the typings of water, fairy, and ground. I also wanted to get rocks, and I also wanted to get removal. So I completed that all in two picks for this almost wheel. And the first one pressures ground types a lot, and that is Primarina. Now Primarina, whew, this thing is another breaker on my team. So if you look down my team is full of breakers right now. Offensive breakers, oh my god. Bulky attackers too, they can be. Although Scolipede isn't that bulky. But a lot of breakers except for Umbreon. Like pretty much everything on the team could break except for Umbreon. Um, I guess Scolipede could break too because of setup as well. But um, yeah, Primarina does a lot for my team. I think it provides another breaker. It provides water, fairy, which is a really good typing, which I needed on my team. I needed to complete my fairy core. Uh, Dragon Steel Fairy Core. I feel like that's a really important core. But I didn't really need to finish with Fire, Water, Grass. I just felt like I needed to finish. I needed to get a water type on my team. A decent bulky one, preferably, which is what I. It's really definitely bulky, so that's nice. Um, but it provides a lot of offensive pressure, and it's really difficult to switch into. Like a Specs Primarina, oh my god, it hits like a truck, and it gets like decent moves too. Like it gets Psychic, Energy Ball, Ice Beam, stuff like that, including of course Stab as well. But and it also has the hidden ability of Liquid Voice, I believe it's called, where it basically turns all normal type moves into. No wait, is it sing? Wait, is it all normal types or is it all sound moves into water types? I forgot which one exactly it is. But that provides a nice option as well if I want to hit through subs and stuff like that too, which is cool. But yeah, Pre-Marina does provide a really good offensive pressure. So now I have so many breakers on my team, so I decided to grab more of the defensive options for the rest of for a decent amount of the next couple picks at least. Um, and in fact, I grabbed my Stealth Walker, a Rapid Spinner, um, and a Ground type, and that pretty much almost gives it away. And that is Donphan. Donphan, I think, is a really good pick right here. Donphan provides rapid spin support as well. It gives me priority as well in Ice Shard, which currently I only had priority in. I had priority in Aegis Slash and Conkeldurr and Shadow Sneak, Mach Punch, and now I have Ice Shard and Donphan. So currently I have like almost all the priority moves as well. Just to want to keep that in mind. But Donphan gives me rapid spin, which is really good because it got that buff. Now it's a higher base power and it gets a speed boost, so that's really cool to keep in mind. But it also gets a lot of coverage boosts, like Seed Bomb, Gunk Shot, Knockoffs, like stuff like that. And of course, it hits Earthquake, like stuff like that. And it gets Rocks Up. It's a Stealth Walker, which I wanted on my team. Um, it's really bulky defensively, which is really good too. Um, it gets switched into a decent amount. So physically wise as well. So and this is also a mon that loves Wish Support, which by the way, Premierina loves Wish Support as well. Especially for things like fighting bugs that want to come in on Umbreon. Primarina versus both of those two, you know? So Donphan provides a lot of support that way. But by the way, though, with Earthquake, with like Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin, has removal. And it gets phasing, which I love as well, so keep that in mind. But next I started grabbing some mons that I wanted to try. I guess not really try. So currently, like with all my drafts, I haven't really like taken into. I haven't really used that many Gen 8 mods. I'll tell you right now, I've used currently at this. Um, hmm, I think at the moment, I think so. I think I had maybe like I've used like 3 or 4, which is kind of weird, but I haven't really used that many. So I decided to grab some lower tier Gen 8 mods. Um, which is what I grabbed next. I decided to grab another Stealth Walker next on my team because I felt like it really helped my team. Um, it really helped my team. It's another Rapid Tuner, by the way. And it does give me a typing I don't have yet. And that is going to be Colossal. Colossal is a fire rock type, which is, it's a 4 times weakness to water and a 4 times weakness to ground. But I have switch-ins to those. I will switch into those, to be honest. So it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. It gives me Rapid Spin, it gives me Stealth Box, gives me cool abilities too, and Flame Body, Flash Fire, and Steam Engine, I think it's called. So I'll keep that in mind. The Steam Engine could be really cool, but then then this next mon I really wanted to pick. This is the 1 point mon. I think was underrated. I think it should be at least like 3 points, probably. Because you're gonna stop this mon. Next mon, it provides a lot of utility. That's Doppler. Now, Doppler here gets a lot of things. First of all, gets set up, Iron Defense, Conflict Power, Calm Mind, those kind of things. It's incredibly bulky with the UV Light. It gets Webs, it gets Recover, gets Body Press, which Body Press with Iron Defense is really cool, by the way. Gets a bunch of different utility, which I think is really worth more than just a 1 point mon. And it can switch into a lot. Like, I was calculating, I was joking around with Crypto and Sketch about this mon. I was like, dude, hear me out. This thing 1v1 Zygarde, especially if it's D-Dance or Coil. This thing beats it 1v1 unless it's Dragon Tail or Toxic, which is crazy to think about. You already know Zygarde is just a powerful mon, but this thing can beat it 1v1, which is insane. Even with its setup, Zygarde. So that's something to keep in mind. It gives me a ground resist that I didn't have exactly yet. I have ground immunities, but I didn't have a ground resist. So that's something to keep in mind. But this is a really good mon. I think it's really underrated. I would say most underrated mon right now in draft actually. But I want to keep that in mind. Next, I decided to grab my speed. At this last 2 picks, I decided to grab basically based off of speed tiers. That's basically what it was. It wasn't about how they fit on my team. I just needed some speed tiers. I did not have a fast team at all. I do have Sticky Webs, but I wanted another mon. I wanted a mon that was faster than, as I said, basic 118-ish. So that's what I'm going to grab with my next mon. And then the other mon is because I had a speed gap, I believe, between, was it Umbreon and Thundurus? I think it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So I grabbed a mon that basically split that speed gap. So that's kind of what I was looking at here. Next week, so we grab Sceptile. It does complete my Fire Water Grass score, which is kind of a weird Fire Water Grass score, but it will do. Sceptile is very good. And I'm burden boosting, which is cool. It gets set up, Sword Stance, Work Up, kind of shenanigan. And it's fast. It's base 120. I wanted that on my team. I needed that on my team. I needed some more speed on my team. And it gives me a ground resist, another ground resist as well. It gives me a grass type. It's not a bulky one. It's not a bulky one, but it gives me an answer to one, and it has a way to pressure. It can pressure ground types and water types pretty well, honestly. So I need to keep that in mind. And then with the last pick, I grabbed Absol. Now Absol is really cool. Base 75 speed. It's kind of why I did it to get the speed tier. It gives me another resist to Ghost and Dark, and it has Justify, which is really cool. So that means that people don't want to be clicking as many Dark moves against my team, because I already have ways to deal with it. Like look at my team, like I know Latias and Aegislash and Doppler with Weak Dark, but look at my team. Concutter switches in easily, Umbreon switches easily in, Premium switches in easily, and then Absol gets the Justify boost. Like you don't want to click Dark type moves against me, like straight up. So hopefully that will be it for the team, it gives me priority in Sucker Punch. So now I think I have like every priority on my team except for Fake Out currently right now, maybe, and of course Excel Rock, which is only with Lightning Rock, but that's really cool to think about. And a Water Shuriken, yeah, sorry about that, Water Shuriken. But yeah, that's our team. Hopefully we pull out some dubs this season. I'm really looking forward to it. I believe we play Inversify first week. Hopefully we could do play well in it. But until next time, Bash.